A few months ago, I visited an elderly neighbor who had just come home from the hospital. She had fractured her hip after slipping in the kitchen. What shocked me was not the fall itself, but how easily her bones gave way. The doctor explained that her bones had become fragile over the years due to low bone density, something she had not even noticed. And she is not alone. According to the National Osteoporosis Foundation, 1 in 2 women and 1 in 4 men over the age of 50 will break a bone due to osteoporosis. That's how common this issue really is. The good news? Bone loss is not just something we have to accept. By eating the right foods and making small lifestyle changes, we can prevent weak bones before they become a serious problem. So, in today's video, we are breaking down the top 5 everyday foods that help strengthen aging bones. Food number 1: dairy and alternatives. Let's start with one of the most well-known bone builders. Milk, yogurt, and cheese are some of the richest sources of calcium. And calcium is not just important, it is the foundation of bone structure. About 99% of the calcium in your body is stored in your bones and teeth. But here is the catch. Calcium can't do much unless your body can absorb it. That is why vitamin D is equally important. It helps your gut absorb calcium and move it into your bones. The good news is that many dairy products, especially milk and yogurt, are fortified with vitamin D. Now, I know some of you might be lactose intolerant or simply don't like dairy. Luckily, there are plenty of fortified plant-based options like soy milk, almond milk, and oat milk. Just make sure to check the label to see if it is enriched with calcium and vitamin D, because not all brands are. Fun fact: studies from Harvard Health show that people who regularly include calcium and vitamin D in their diet have a significantly lower risk of bone fractures. So, whether you are sipping a glass of milk, enjoying some Greek yogurt with fruit, or pouring fortified almond milk into your morning coffee, you are giving your bones exactly what they need. Food number 2: leafy greens. Next up, let's talk about leafy greens. Spinach, kale, collard greens, and bok choy are nutritional powerhouses. Not only do they contain calcium, but they are also high in vitamin K. And here is why vitamin K matters. It helps regulate calcium in your body. In simple terms, it tells calcium, hey, go strengthen those bones instead of hanging out in the wrong places. A Journal of Nutrition study found that people with higher vitamin K intake had stronger bone density and were less likely to suffer fractures. So, if dairy is not your thing, greens are a fantastic alternative. And the best part? They are very versatile. Toss kale into a smoothie, sauté spinach with garlic, or add collard greens to soups and stews. Here is a pro tip. Cooking greens like spinach actually helps reduce oxalates, compounds that can block calcium absorption, making their calcium more available to your body. Coming in at number 3, fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These fish are loaded with vitamin D, which we already know is crucial for calcium absorption, but they are also packed with omega-3 fatty acids. Now you might be wondering, what do omega-3s have to do with bones? According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, omega-3s help reduce inflammation in the body, and lower inflammation is linked to better bone density. Chronic inflammation, on the other hand, can actually accelerate bone loss. And here is a bonus: sardines, often eaten with their tiny edible bones, are an extra source of calcium. So not only are you getting vitamin D and omega-3s, but also a direct calcium boost. Grill some salmon, add sardines on toast, or toss mackerel into a salad. It's tasty, filling, and bone-friendly. Food number 4. Let's move on to nuts and seeds. Almonds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, and pumpkin seeds are rich in magnesium. Magnesium plays a behind-the-scenes role by helping your body use calcium more effectively. Without enough magnesium, calcium doesn't integrate well into bones. According to the National Institutes of Health, adults who consume more magnesium tend to have higher bone mineral density. That means stronger, healthier bones. And the best part? Nuts and seeds are such an easy snack. Add chia seeds to your smoothie, sprinkle sesame seeds on your stir-fry, or grab a handful of almonds on the go. Food number 5, legumes. Last, but definitely not least. Beans, lentils, and chickpeas are affordable, filling, and packed with nutrients. One of their biggest benefits? Protein. Bones are not just minerals, they also have a protein framework that gives them flexibility and strength. Without enough protein, bones can become brittle. Legumes are also high in iron, which helps support bone repair. According to studies, low iron levels are linked with increased risk of bone weakness. Whether it is a hearty lentil soup, chickpea curry, or black bean salad, legumes are a delicious way to keep your bones nourished. Now, food is powerful, but let's not forget lifestyle. Bones respond to stress and movement. That is why weight-bearing exercises like walking, hiking, dancing, or strength training are so effective. They signal your bones to rebuild and get stronger. And then there is sunlight. Just 10 to 15 minutes of sun exposure a few times a week can help your body naturally produce vitamin D, especially if you don't get enough from food alone. Always remember, nutrition and lifestyle go hand in hand. So to recap, here are the top 5 foods that strengthen aging bones. 1. Dairy and alternatives. 2. Leafy greens. 3. Fatty fish. 4. Nuts and seeds. 5. Legumes. These are not exotic superfoods. They are everyday, affordable options that can make a real difference for your bone health. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more health tips, and share this with someone who could use a little bone boost. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.